Okay, transformation is complete. What are you guys thinking, huh? Well, he looks different. To look festive? You like my wild shirt? It's my favorite shirt of all time. It's like 1970s, threw up all over me, right? Okay, kiddos, let's get to rocking and rolling. Now, before we do get started, I want to make a number one thing. If you have not registered for this master class, is everybody registered? Who has not online?
Online?
Okay. In your email, you should have received a text message. You should have received a text that said you need to register for the class. Now all you're going to do is you're going to take that, you're going to text message our phone number, the office number, the word Masterclass number 1. Now not number, just 1. Capital M, one word, Masterclass 1. No number, that's how you get it. That's going to give you all the notifications, the videos, and all the material from the workshop, okay, or from the master class, all right? Fair enough? You'll get videos, you're going to get material, all kinds of stuff. Now, you all have notebooks. That's what I like to see. Now, it's very, very, very important that you guys understand the purpose of this master class, all right? You are a hand-selected group of individuals, okay? You guys know we have a lot of folks as patients, right? You guys seen this place when it's crazy, okay? Oh yeah, he said. But guys, you guys are the top of the top. Do you understand what I'm saying? You guys represent the cream of the crop, the people we want to pour into so that you guys can get the vision of what this office represents, okay? And it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. It's something completely different. I want to make sure the whole purpose of this tonight. Now you know about Dr. Andrew, inquisitive nature, finds solutions, right? You like Dr. Andrew, good guy? Dr. Nick brings tons of new innovation and ideas. And you guys have met Dr. David. Have you met Dr. David yet? You know who he was? He was Jackie. And he went to chiropractic school and came back as a chiropractor because he was so inspired to want to do what we do, all right? So then there's me. You guys know about me. I'm old and I do cool things. But here it is. He knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two, right? Remember the commercial? Yeah. I thought that was cool. I could use it. I've been around the block a little bit, so I understand. But you know, the idea is this though, okay? I've been around the block, but I've been angry and frustrated. Can I tell you why? Because this office has been always about one thing. These 4 walls. That's it. These 4 walls, and that's as far as it goes. I have a vision for this office and this, I want to call it a movement for transforming our world. This is not about this 4 freaking walls, okay? It's about the huge nature of what it is we want to accomplish for a world. I want to change healthcare. Here's the word right here, okay? I need to change healthcare for everyone, not just the people in these 4 walls. So you guys, for lack of a better term, are now my missionaries to take the message. So we're gonna pour into you everything I possibly can, so you understand what it is to be a 5 essential creation. So when you're out in the world, you guys understand when people say something stupid that makes absolutely no logical sense in science at all, you look at them and say, that's not right. That's not right. I'm going to do the Atkins diet. And do what? Die from what Dr. Atkins died from, his own diet. Right? You'll be able to say, you know, there's a better way. Let me tell you about why. You see, when you understand and your 5 essentials powerful, you'll be able to tell other people with strength, power, and the wisdom and truth. So when you refer people into the office, they're not going to walk in and go, well, Mary told me to come in because you could crack my neck and make my migraines go away. All of a sudden, I'm a migraine treater, or a low back pain treater, or a diabetes treater. Our office has absolutely nothing to do with treatment at all. Nothing. I don't treat anything. Our goal is to restore your body back to its optimum health potential, God-given potential, so everything inside of you says, this thing is healthy, until the day what? The day this shuts off and you get called home. That's it. That's what we do. We restore your body back to what it was given when the gift was given on the day of birth until you live this amazing life until you're at the end. Do you get it? So I want you to really understand that. You have to, and I'm going to read some words to you, okay? No one, since I started 33 years ago, understood the vision of this place. 33 years ago was about lifetime health and wellness development. That's it. Forever. Well, I'm not staying here forever. Really. You go to the gym forever. You eat healthy food forever, right? You are a lifetime learner. And our number one essential is mindset. Because you need to be a lifetime learner to understand why it is we do what we do. And then you guys go out and take this vision and spread it to 10 other people. And they walk in the door, instead of going, I heard you treat migraine headaches, you say something along the lines of, you know, I talked to Kareem, and she told me about a different way of thinking, about not treatment, but the restoration of my body's health potential, and then I can get rid of these migraines forever. And that sounded that sounded compelling to me. I want to do that. You understand? It's a different way of thinking, and they need to understand that difference, and they don't if you just go, oh, my chiropractor's pretty good, you should go see him. You see the problem with that? It doesn't work. So, outside of the four walls. See, I have a dream for every person on this planet, and the dream is health. And there's no health in healthcare. It's sick care, treatment, and management, and disease management. And the bottom line is that's wrong, and it needs to be changed. It's going to change because of you, not because of me. I got a big mouth, I admit it, but not so big that everybody hears me. But you know what? If I pour into you, and to you, and to you, they'll hear my voice through that. And it's not about me. It's about people. Isn't it about people?
Yeah.
You see, the big vision started out. Here's what it's going to be. We're going to create a clinic that's going to have full correction, a full correction program where we're going to be dealing with things like scoliosis correction for people with nasty scoliosis. You know what I'm talking about? Those horrible ones? We're going to have a scoliosis wing where people are going to walk into this office, scoliosis, and end up with a spine that's relatively straight or all the way straight if we do our P's and Q's. So we have a whole wing of that. Then we'll have a whole wing of what we do now, which is the corrective chiropractic. We're going to deal with things called stem cell, okay, and PRP. Well, wait a second, isn't that outside the principle? Not if it's in you. If I have a resource that's right here that will help this get better, if I take it from here and put it in here, all you do is reallocate out resources, right? They didn't take somebody, a baby umbilical cord, and take it and then put it inside of you. That's not principle. That's outside in. So you're taking your resources and reallocating. You see? We're going to have a nutrition wing where we're going to deal with testing beyond your wildest dreams. Not just the metabolics and urine and blood, but every facet of testing where we can find out what is missing inside of you that you've been tortured nutrient-wise, what toxin is built up, and get a specifically designed program better than we've ever done ever. We may have a fitness program in the clinic where you're going to be participating through the essential number 4. Do you see what I'm talking about? That's the vision. And then pretty soon that grows, and then pretty soon maybe Dr. David and Dr. Nick and maybe they go start their own stuff, right? And then that grows, and that grows, and that grows. And then pretty soon, guess what? The powers that be get scared. Because now they're not going to be able to sell their junk and push their poison on us any longer. That's the vision, okay? That's what we're after. We want to change healthcare for everyone. We got to learn the truth about it. But here's the truth. Now, I'm going to push some numbers. You guys know this. I don't have to tell you this. You've learned this for years. We're number 1 in overweight and obesity, cancer, diabetes, you name it. We're number 1 in all sickness categories in the world. Now, can we agree that the dominating force in healthcare has been the medical model? Agreed?
Yeah.
How's it working out? So unless you guys embrace what I'm saying and take it out to the folks, nothing's going to change. What's unique about these problems? They're all correctable through 5 essentials. 100%. All these sick people that are getting drugs and surgeries and pills can be corrected through the 5 essentials. The disease model versus the health model. That's what we're talking about. Do you truly think the answer is more drugs and more surgery? Raise your hand if more drugs and surgery in your life. Raise your hand. Ask anybody that question. No, well, heck no. I don't want that. Do you want to be more healthy? Yep. What you gonna do? I want to eat better and exercise. I'm gonna go to the gym or on the treadmill for 45 minutes, raise my cortisol, make myself sicker, and then I'm gonna eat the Atkins diet and die from Atkins. Congratulations, you're skinny and dead. Right? Does it make you thin? Yeah, is it good for you? No. Or how about gastric bypassing? You're blocking the nutrients for your body. Sure, you're getting skinny because you're starving to death. Right? So the disease model is about management of symptoms and management of disease, no health restoration. Okay? Eliminates the thought of lifestyle changes. You know what's funny? I see cancer patients all the time in here. They come in and they go, I ask them this critical question. Did the doctor ever ask you why you think you got the cancer? And they go, seems like an obvious question, doesn't it? Not one time did they ask that question. And it's not because they don't care because they're uncaring. They don't care because it's not in their wheelhouse to deal with it. Their job is to kill the cancer, right? That's their responsibility. You kill the cancer. Why'd you get it? I don't know, but the cancer's gone. Oh God, it came back, we're gonna have to start all over again. Because it's not about finding out why. That's what health development is about. Dare I say, they mask the problem. Anybody? Come on, it's a good joke. I thought it was funny.
Yes. There you go.
Does the disease model work? I don't know. Chemotherapy costs $1,000 to $12,000 per dose. And guess what? Most of it's not covered by insurance.
Okay.
Okay? Average monthly cost for medications, $1,200 bucks. $324,000 for a heart surgery, not including all the follow-up care. Okay? Average yearly cost for diabetes, $9,600 bucks. $175,000 you're gonna pay for treatment of diabetes. Treatment, not correction, not helping it, not getting rid of it, but by managing it. People say, oh, but health is so, I mean, being healthy, organic food's expensive. Coming up for adjustments are expensive. Exercise is expensive. Really, more than $175,000? Or $750,000 for cancer? It's $500,000 for heart treatment? Doesn't make any sense. So we got to improve your health, okay? So, how do I make this play? Anybody?
Hit the arrow on the bottom.
Hold on. I gotta get the right color because it's gotta be over in the right area. It's going over there. It's gotta be.
Getting closer. Hot, you're on it. Warm, cold.
Okay, went to pause.
My name is Kayla Troop. I'm a kindergarten teacher. I love to dance, I love to play with my son, and I love coming here to Chiropractic Plus. I want to say what started this whole wreck, as my son likes to call it, is an actual auto pedestrian hit and run accident about 6 years ago. After that, I was diagnosed with IBS and celiac because we couldn't get my stomach calmed down. 2 years after that, I got pregnant and had my lovely son, and then a whole other slew of problems came about after that. So pregnancy was not my friend, and neither was getting hit by the car. I had a lot of symptoms going on. I was so fatigued I couldn't even finish a load of laundry. I was taking naps on my table during my lunch break. I couldn't carry my son. I was having blind spots in my right eye. My hands and legs were numb. My grip strength in my hands were completely gone. I couldn't turn on the shower for myself. I couldn't open my own coffee cup. I was just a mess. I was living in constant fear. At this point in time, before I had found Dr. Ray, I went through being told I might have breast cancer, being extremely excited when I found out I didn't, but then I was told you might have a pituitary tumor or MS. And I found myself walking down either of those paths and not liking either destination. I'm a mother and a wife, and I was absolutely terrified terrified of either of those scenarios. So I had just found myself in the lowest low I had ever imagined. Here I was, 34 years old, seeing myself on steroids every day, not being able to drive my son places, and I was terrified. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had seen pretty much every specialist possible through my insurance and had pretty much every test known to man ran, and they just never could find what was wrong. I heard about Dr. Ray on Facebook, and it was probably the best thing to ever show up on my newsfeed. What impressed me about Dr. Ray's office when I first came in was how friendly and warm everybody was. You don't get that when you walk into a normal doctor's office. And this is not like a chiropractic office that I've ever seen before. I saw a bunch of people kind of working together, and it just gave almost a sense of home. I am one of those people that's always been terrified of a chiropractor, so Dr. Ray's approach is very gentle, and he tells me step by step what he's doing, and after a few visits, the fear was completely gone. I was no longer taking naps at lunch. I was actually working with my students. I was able to carry my son. I could feel my hands and feet again. I have energy. I was able to go sledding a couple days ago. 4 months ago, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Between when I started here and now, I feel like it's a complete 180. What I am most excited about for in the future is just knowing that I have good times ahead with my son. We just have trips in our future, and I can teach him how to shoot some hoops. I'm just excited for.
Oh, sorry, I stopped too quick. Anyway.
My name.
Oop, can't do that. Do you see? That's the medical model in action. How'd it go? How many people out there are going through that? We need to reach them. We need to help them understand there's a better vision called the health model. And it's a model that's the polar opposite of the disease. No treatment. We talked about there's no treatment. I'm not doing something to make your diabetes go away, or make your cancer disappear, or make your fatigue, and everything Kayla talked about. We didn't treat any of that, and yet she got better, because she got a healthier body. So it's about health development. That's what it all. So the answer is what? The 5 essentials. It's the 5 essentials. It's different for every person. And I've been getting kind of hung up on this concept. If we think about the 5 essentials like a bar graph, okay? And if everybody's at 100%, what do you got? Say it. 100% health, right?
Yeah.
What if you got your mindset's wrong, and maybe your nervous system's are pretty good, and your nutrition's terrible, and you're exercising. If your bar graph looks like that, you're gonna be unhealthy. So if we crank all those things, like turn up your equalizer, and everything's peaked out, what are you gonna have? No health, right? See, it comes through that. But we have to overcome a fear, all right? Because understand, this is fear-mongering. It's not your fault. You've been told that. You've been taught that from our governor and from everybody else. It's about fear. They keep you in check because, I got a question I'll ask later, say? So, is it easy to do? Is it easy to implement the 5 essentials? Nobody in my entire career has walked in and said, well, I got a lot of extra money, a lot of extra time. Let's go and get down to business on this. It sounds good to me. 33 years, no one's ever said that to me. Okay? You got to put time and energy in. You got to make time, because you're worth it. You know, I will tell you right now from my heart, every one of you and every one of them are worth it. That's why I'm still here after 33 years. Most of the people at my age in this career quit because it's too hard on their bodies or whatever it might be. But I told one of my buddies, and he laughed. He said, I might die on a patient. Dr. Ray, are you okay? Oh crap, I think he's dead. Get him off me. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? So we're going to delve deep into those essentials so the fear can be washed away. So you can look at another person, another human being from compassion in your heart and say, you know what, there's a better way. There's a better approach. There's a strategy which is going to be transformational for you. And I want you to go see my chiropractor, not for chiropractic care, but for health development, health strategy. Some way you can encourage them from your heart to move forward. Right? It's we wash the fear away. That's what we have to do. So the next 6 weeks. Now, by the way, tonight's just intro. Okay, get some marching orders, but it's all intro. This is tonight, right here, introduction to the 5 essentials. Viruses and immunity, kind of important now, isn't it? Yeah? What about cancer? Kind of important, yeah? Nervous system, next level nutrition and detoxification and fitness. Now, to best of your ability, now every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we're repeating the exact same class. Dr. Andrew did Tuesday, I'm doing Thursday, and then Saturday will be Dr. Andrew again because Dr. Nick has some things going on. But there'll be a doctor teaching the same class 3 nights. Now, to the best of your ability, I want you guys to stay in the same class, okay? Because I want to have a graduating class. We're going to get you guys a plaque. We're going to have a wall thing with your name on it and all the names of every person who graduates. I want you to feel like, "Ugh, that's what I want you to, I did something cool, okay? So what I want you to do next is like church. I want you to turn to the person left and right and introduce yourself. Say hi to everybody. Introduce yourself, okay? Say hi, just introduce. You don't have to do anything else.
Hi guys, I'm Stu.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Laura.
Nice to see you. Nicely done. Melvin, this is Melvin. He's shy. He can talk to you. Good, nicely done.
Really?
Now, stop. Hey, reel it in. Reel it in. Only 30 minutes. I keep talking. You guys go longer. Okay, so next class, you're going to sit in different seats. Different, except for Mary. Mary has to sit here. Okay, but everybody else is in a different seat. You're going to do the same thing. By the time you're done, when you walk in the door, you're going to have friends. These are people you want to be around, right? Right? Hey, Bruce, how you doing? Good to see you. Right? Not just, hey, who are you? What are you doing? You know, it's going to be fun. I mean, we want to create a family of people. That's what it's about. But that's our strategy over the next few weeks. So mindset. You know, mindset is so key. Plan and prepare or prepare to fail. That's mindset, right? The problem is people get motivated, right? You listen to me talk, and I'm all spizzed up, I'm so excited. You go home and after 24 hours, you're like, okay, the spizz is gone, and then very small percentage of people complete anything. See, this whole vision of a masterclass was born out of the, who's been to a makeover, 3-hour, 2-hour makeover? Just Mary? Oh, a couple of you, yeah, 3 of you. Now that's a 3-hour, oh my God, I'm gonna beat you up so bad that you'll do something class. You walk out with a stack of papers this big and a stack of action steps this big, and about 20% of the people did the work, which frustrated me. So I broke it down to an hour. We cranked it up to about 40. This is gonna be 100% participation. This is where it's gonna start blowing out the walls, okay? So the idea is, the problem is motivation. Now, last time we talked about the 98 versus the 100% commitment. I want each of you today to make a commitment to yourself or your friend or your loved one that you're committing to this 100%. Because here's the challenge. And I said, use it for the last example. Let's say hypothetically that you want to quit sugar, okay? But I'm going to do it 98% of the time. Every single time sugar presents itself, you have to use some bandwidth in your brain that says, is today the day I'm going to eat sugar, or is it tomorrow going to be the day? That looks pretty good. Maybe I'll do it today and skip tomorrow. I don't know. What should I do? And you have to make a decision. But if you make 100% commitment to not eat sugar, when sugar presents itself, guess what you'll say? Don't have time. Sugar's not in my wheelhouse. Then I can focus on what? Something else more relevant to your life instead of, oh, I should have sugar. I don't know, man. I like candy bars. Those are kind of nice. I want some sweets. Oh my gosh, soda pop. I love soda pop. Right?
I gotta tell you, when I saw that video, I was so mad at you.
Because that's what you do, right? Because if you're 100% committed, you're all in.
He's right.
Right? Now, does this mean perfection? Okay, there's no such thing. We're human beings. We make mistakes. We do things that aren't right. Sometimes we just, dang it. But that's okay. Pick yourself up and take another step. You're gonna make mistakes in the process. It's okay to make mistakes. Don't be perfect. There's no such thing. Chiropractic, you guys know this. And this is so important, the chiropractic puzzle, okay? I want to push one more button, so I want you to talk about the 60%. Remember the 60% rule? 60% nerve damage equals how much pain? Who can say it? Zero, right? No pain at all, which means your body's done. It's disconnecting, it's breaking down, but you don't feel it. So I want you to realize and understand this principle when you're teaching and educating others, including yourself. This is the battery pack that runs it all. And when the battery pack runs out, we call that dead. And that's okay, right? As long as you lived a full life. But if this thing gets blocked through the subluxation at 60%, 40% is making it to the organs, and you develop sickness. You have to be able to explain that to others. Or even more important, explain it to yourself. You have to understand it. Why are you walking through that door? For the headache management or the restoration of health? And one's a disease model treatment and the other one is not. Which one you choose determines your level of success or failure with the program, and whether we can blow the walls out and get you out there and transforming the world. You get it? So core chiropractic, although it's not the number one, it's close to number one. The only thing bigger is mindset. Because I want you to think about something. The brain only knows how to build. You guys know that, right? So if you think thoughts like, gosh, I can do this. I think I can be successful at this. You know, I can be healthy. I can actually do this. I love myself. I love everybody. I love others. And it's blocked going to the body from subluxation by 60%. You feel fine, but you never get to manifest it. How about this one? Is there ever a time when subluxation is good? Absolutely yes. What if your mindset is this? I suck. I'm a bad person. I'm not worthy of love. I'm a person who's sick all the time. I'm always the one that catches the flu. What are you telling your brain? Brain can only build. All right, we'll do our best to make sure we decrease the immune system function to make sure you get cancer. We'll make sure you stay unloved. We'll do every word that comes out of your mouth to make people mad at you. You're like, why did I say that? Because the brain told you to, because you told the brain that's what you freaking wanted.
Yeah. True.
So if you're subluxated and you're saying those thoughts in your head, they don't make it to your body and they don't manifest. Do you understand what I just did? Who does not understand what I just said? If you don't, it's cool. I'll start over and get you we got to get these concepts inside of you. So we got to get the mindset right. Get the nerve system flowing with the proper mindset so it can build the healthy body and then apply the other essentials as well. You get it? So that's why mindset, I got into a fight with Maximize Living because they moved it. In case you haven't noticed, they put mindset in the middle, number 3. They said mindset's around everything. No, it's not. It's freaking number 1. And I haven't changed it, even though if you read their principles, they say mindset's number 3. No, it's not. It's number 1. But if you sit in your garden and say, I have a good mindset, there are no weeds, there are no weeds. You gotta take action, right? Make sense? So basic nutrition, okay? Poor diet, it's a major source of interference to the potential of the human body. It's an interference, because it's all about interference, right? So we gotta think about this. Complicated. It's not. It's that right there. Food by God or food by man. Right? God made it evil. Pretty simple. Did God make the hybridized, GMO, pesticide-laden, herbicide-laden, glyphosate-laden wheat? We wonder why we'll have gluten intolerance. It's not gluten intolerance, it's poison intolerance.
That's
Right?
really profound.
It's insane. But he gave us what we needed. All we have to do is eat what he gave us and not poison it in the process. Right? Count the chemicals, not the calories. Read the side of every label you put in your pie hole. If you cannot read it or don't understand what it is not food. Got me? It's not food if you can't read it or understand it. What should be in, I know you shouldn't eat peanut butter because of the aflatoxin. Let's say almond butter. What should be in almond butter? Anyone want to venture a guess? Freaking almonds. Okay, there was a slide I have from years ago. I'll have to pull it out someday. But in a, now this, we'd never go do this, but go over to Burger King, they have a strawberry shake. Remember that? What's not in it? Strawberries and milk.
Oh my God.
How can you have a strawberry shake without strawberries and milk? Because it's a chemicalized piece of poison. BPA, what's that in? Tell me. Plastics. You like, who likes estrogen, too much estrogen? Like men? Who likes erectile dysfunction? Raise your hand. Because that's where it comes from. Artificial colors, sweeteners, nitrates, glyphosate, that's Roundup, phthalates. All these things are found in our food. Stop eating processed food. can't read it, don't eat. I already said that. So certain things. So sugar-filled granola bars. Granola is sugar. So sugar and things that become sugar, right? Essential bar, raw nuts and seeds. Here in the office, they're made of essential things that put together. Frozen dinners. How about fresh baked chicken and veggies? Not that hard, is it? Okay. Deli meats loaded with nitrates, which become nitrosamines, which become cancer. Okay. Fresh baked turkey. How about some of that? Processed American cheese, raw organic cheeses. Cheeses aren't bad for you as long as they come from an organic cow that wasn't fed pesticide-laden grain and then given hormones to increase production, which makes them sick, so then they take antibiotics, which poisons you, and you're taking all that stuff into your body. Not to mention the pus associated with that. You guys know the pus factor, about pus factor? Okay? There's a certain amount of pus that's allowed to be in milk. Okay? And it's nationwide, and every state exceeds the amount of pus. Because here's what they do. They have a sick cow that's got an udder that's oozing out pus. But they don't want to lose that milk production, so they just commingle it with all the rest of the cow's milk. Instead of pulling them out and letting them heal. It's all about money. Chips versus carrots, right? In my fridge, we've always got not a deli tray, a vegetable tray. Because when you open the fridge, what are you going to look for? I promise you, it ain't nothing healthy.
That's true.
It's like, dang it. There's some veggies there. I guess I want veggies. Right? Protect yourself. So some simple basics. The daily essential packs for men and women. We got them like this now, so it's so much easier. So you buy the box of stuff, open them up, tear it open, and you're done. But why do I gotta take vitamins if I eat good, healthy, organic food? Because of our farming principles. We have screwed our soil up so bad, you can't get the nutrient density out of it. So getting back to basics, okay? We have to strengthen your immunity through those 5 essentials. We have to minimize toxic exposure, right? Now I want you to think of yourself like a vessel, which we are, okay? That can manage a certain volume of toxins, like a bucket, okay? So if you pour a bunch of poison in, so there's well down here, tolerance, and there's your bucket. So you start putting crap into your bucket, okay? Food, house dust, molds, pollen. Then you start getting itching, sneezing symptoms, right? Until finally it boils over into disease. You see, you can only handle so much poison. You ready for this one? People that are having trouble losing weight, you know why? Because where's the poison stored? Inside the fat cells. So the brain goes, yeah, you exercise like a wild person, and the brain goes, I'm not going to release that poison out of the body. That's dangerous, so we're going to keep the fat and the poison in the body, can protect you against releasing it into the bloodstream. So we have to detoxify. And we're always, think about how toxic our world is. Our poor liver is either overworked, and it's called, you have to upregulate the liver to deal with that, which is part of the supplementation process, or you have to decrease or the nutrients in your liver have exhausted themselves, just not enough to process the poison. Either you have too much, or you're just not having enough nutrients to process it through. So you got to make sure you're detoxifying. Oxygen and exercise. Exercise is an essential, isn't it? Okay? It's so critical that we are so sedentary as a culture. So don't forget, any kind of exercise is good exercise. You got that, right? But here's the deal. There's the better kind. And it has with high intensity versus the classic cardio. We talked about this at the last movement seminar. If you go up on a treadmill, okay, and what's going up? Your HGH is going up, human growth hormone, testosterone, all these wonderful things, including cortisol, because you're creating inflammation. Now you stop, keep running, cortisol keeps going up, all those other hormones drop. Cortisol creates sugar, which mobilizes fat, and that's why people on the treadmill usually weigh excessive amounts, because they're not burning the calories. They're increasing cortisol, which is supporting the production of fat. So what do? You ramp it up, and just about the time cortisol starts becoming dangerous, you drop off. Ramp it up, drop off. Classic Max T3. So we do our Max T3 program, okay? So, on-off principle. Okay, I don't want to do the video or online stuff. Okay, then go for a walk. Walk really fast for 2 minutes, and then walk slow for a minute. Walk really fast for 2 minutes, and walk slow for 2 minutes. I'm going to do I like dumbbells or weight training. You'll pump it hard for 2 minutes until you can't even hold them anymore, throw them down and wait until your muscles recover. Come back and do it again. On a bicycle, I do the bicycle more than anything. again, I just pump as hard as I can, and then I'm about to throw up and I just stop, and then hit it again, right? That's how it works, right? That's how you get to where you're supposed to be, okay? So next week, we'll be talking about strengthening your immune system for viruses and for increasing, enhancing your immunity. Action steps for tonight. Complete the scheduled adjustments. Make your adjustments. You got to do it. Keep up on your home care, all right? Exercise using the Max T3 principle or the Max T3. Doesn't matter to me, okay? Take your lifetime supplements. You don't have your lifetime supplements, get them tonight. Now, here's the deal. Remember, protocols and lifetime supplements should never be done together. So if you're taking your lifetime supplements and then I give you a protocol, you take your lifetime supplements aside and only do the protocol supplements. And it all has to do with what I call doors, okay? There's so many doors inside your tummy to let food and nutrients in. If you get too much, here's my vitamins, some of it's gonna get in, where's most of it gonna end up? Okay, I don't want very expensive poop and urine. You want all that stuff inside of you. Make sense? There's only so many doors. And use your stomach as your guide on all your vitamins. If you take a bunch of vitamins and it gives you constipation, it was too many. You take too many, it gives you diarrhea, what else? Too many. You take a bunch and it makes you nauseated, too many. You just slow down the pace at which you're taking the supplements. If I tell you to take 2 a day, take 1 a day, right? If I tell you to take 2 a day and go to 1, you're still sick, go every other day. You just go slower. This is a lifetime program, isn't it? Minimize your toxic exposure, eat healthy organic food, and complete your worksheet. Now that worksheet you have right there in front of you, you all should have been given one. Can I borrow yours for 1 second? Okay, I want you to go home, do not, it's 100% principle, 100% commit to this. Go home and write up your strategies. Where do you see yourself in 6 weeks? Where do you see yourself? So take this sheet, fill it out, and look at it every single day and bring it to every class you come to. You're gonna get more worksheets, more action steps, and other things are gonna be hitting you through the course of the program, okay? I'm trying not to talk too much, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I guess that's it, I'm done. Yay. I know what you're thinking, he's gonna go on forever. You know what you're thinking? And I typically do. How did I do? What time is it?
7.
Huh?
Yeah, 6:59.
35 minutes, not bad for Dr. Ray, right?
Not bad.
So, did you guys get something out of this? I hope you did. Okay, and remember, this is just the intro. Next week, you're gonna grow more in your mindset, and grow more in your mindset, and you're gonna keep growing and growing and growing. In 6 weeks, you're gonna go, holy crap, I am a master of this, and I can master my own body, and I can encourage my family, and my loved ones, and my coworkers, and people around you. Your sphere of influences, you're gonna start becoming the expert, and they're gonna look to you for answers. And even if they never, ever, ever walk through this door, if they apply some of the things they learned and they have a better life, did we do something good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.